What is happening, internet? J Gaming Dude here, and I'm going to be talking about Shenmue The Animation. Well, I'm going to be reviewing it really, having played the games and actually experienced the story before. For those of you guys that don't know, Shenmue originally was a Dreamcast game. Yeah, the 1 and 2 I think were both on the Dreamcast, but Shenmue 1 is covered from episodes 1 to 5. And then 6 to 13 covers Shenmue 2. So essentially the story follows Ryo Hazuki, who is a student of his family martial arts. Comes home one day from school only to see that there's his dad who's like training, and then some shady looking fella called Lan Di. And Lan Di is looking to get the Phoenix Mirror. Was it the Phoenix Mirror? Yes, the Phoenix Mirror from Ryo's dad, in order to open up a portal to like another world or Nirvana or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the details were surrounding that, because I feel like with the show I've kind of really lost quite a lot of my attention, I think, throughout. But yeah, pretty much Landy killed Ryo's dad, leaves Ryo wounded with a scar on his face or on his cheek that he touches every now and again to remind himself of what happened on that day. And Landy up and disappears, leaves, and Ryo is now going to try and chase after him. Shenmue 1 covers the story of him trying to find out who Landy is, what is his deal, what is this mirror, and finds himself among the sort of Chinese mafia, the Chiyo men, and what they're about. And most people kind of fear the name Chiyo men, but Ryo is pretty much a clueless twat that doesn't know what the heck he's doing, so far be it from me to criticize character at that point. Highlight of Shenmue 1 was always the forklift races, as well as actually doing some forklift, like lifting boxes and putting them in places and sorting things out appropriately, with some fighting thrown in between, even though the fighting felt like absolute ass to play through. The animation here is nice. I like the style, I like the art style, I like some of the fighting that's going on, but because of how clueless the story is, due to how poorly written the source material is, really shows and gutters its ugly head in very unfortunately. Like, it's unfortunate that the writing is as atrocious as it is from the games that it kind of carries over. Granted, there is some editing done, but it doesn't change the fact that the story as a whole is kind of rubbish. And so, by the end of Shenmue 1, Ryo has made up enough money from the forklift job to take a boat to Hong Kong in order to try and find out who Landy is, more about him, and also hopefully to find and actually beat him down. But Hong Kong has its own mess, and so pretty much Shenmue 2 takes place across all of Hong Kong. And by the end of episode 13, for anyone who's played Shenmue 2, he does not defeat Landy. He doesn't actually defeat Landy. He, just nothing is resolved. And so that's where Shenmue 3 comes in, because by the point he's actually in Bayou Village, by the end, meeting with Shenfa. Yeah, again, Shenmue 2 was very anticlimactic as well when it ended, so the unfortunate anticlimactic ending of Shenmue 2 left this series in a bit of a state. And especially with the anime only being about 1 and 2. The adaptation is good, but due to how poor quality some parts of the source material is, it really seems to have affected the overall product that we got here, even though the stuff that we did get in terms of animation, which was okay, and the animation was okay, and the fight scenes were also pretty aight. It just feels okay. maybe better than okay at times. So I feel like at the end of the day, I'm going to be being a little bit unfair to the series, despite knowing like all of the stuff that it's been through. But at the end of the day, this is a review about the anime, and at the end of the day, it to me is an okay show. That's why I think on my anime list I'm going to be giving it a 6. It's okay for what it does. It's okay for what it does. The fight scenes were pretty good sometimes, and the animation did really work sometimes. The writing was edited up to seem a little bit more natural, and the flow and progression of like the mundanities of the actual game are left behind. And all of that good that was done is completely diminished by the fact that the ending is completely anticlimactic. The story is actually kind of rubbish as a whole. Yeah, you can edit whatever you like, but if the source material is kind of rubbish, then well, more for you, I guess. But yeah, that was my thoughts on Shenmue The Animation. Let me know what you guys thought if you've seen it, and also feel free to talk about the game, because I think I pretty much, spoiled the game as it is. Normally I go for a non-spoilery thing, but Shenmue is such an old and venerable franchise that I feel like talking spoilers about a game from 2002 is just not really going to anger too many people. And plus, I mean, no one really comments on my videos, so let's just see how this turns out. But yeah, if you made it this far, feel free to give it a like. It's kind of like an attendance check. And if you like the stuff that I do, feel free to subscribe. That would be very much appreciated to reach out to more people. And we'll see you guys on the next one.